The next granny square I'm going to make is called Star Grass Flower. I'm going to use the lime green for the outer perimeter. I'm going to use the gold in the center, and I got a real pretty pink I want to put here. So we'll go ahead and get started. All right, we will use a combination of the written directions as well as the chart. Now see, this is a different stitch. This is a treble. Some of them call it a triple, which is one more wrap than a double. And we'll go through that so you can see how it's done, because you can see they've got some different symbols there. This one I believe is still a double, but I know this is a next one up. See, oh, and they got a double treble. That's what it is. So this is a treble, and that's a double treble. That's what the symbols mean. So we're going to go through it, and I'll explain how it's worked. It's not difficult. It's just an extra wrap or two. So we'll start with our gold. I'm going to increase this so we can see the directions. All right. With a chain 6. I think we already know how to do that. Let me get this on this side. We'll chain 6. Now sometimes 6 might be too much. It might make the center circle kind of small. I mean too large. If it is, you can always take it apart and chain 5 instead of 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Now to me that might be a little bit too big of a circle, but we'll go ahead and start with and see what happens. All right, so the next thing it says to do, with a chain 3, which counts as a double, 2 doubles in the ring, chain 3. So we're going to repeat 3 doubles, chain 3, 5 times around the ring and slip stitch them together. So all together we'll have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Now I like to hold my thread inside my work so I don't have to weave it later. So we need to do 2 doubles. And then chain 3. This time it's 3 doubles because that chain 3 in the beginning was considered a double. So there's 1, 2, 3. I'm going to chain 3. 3 more doubles. You see how big the hole is getting? I'm not happy with that, but I'll go ahead and keep it. 1, 2, 3. 3 more doubles. Now this is only a 3 round granny square, and the 4th round is just single crochets to make it a nice border. So we'll see how big it gets, see if it's similar to a regular 4 round or if it's going to be a little bit big. You'd have to measure them, because sometimes you can put several of them together and make kind of a sampler one. Other times you can't. Okay, and I'm going to trim this off. As you see, I wove it inside, so now I don't have to weave it later. It's already taken care of. All right, so now we've done that, and now we fasten off. So you do a chain, clip the thread, pull it tight. Now I can carry this across a little ways, but I can't carry it too far, because as you can see where the double crochets are, it's open. All of the work is being done in the chain 3 space, so I probably won't be able to carry it at all. We'll weave it in after the fact. So I'll go over one spot because I don't like this in my way. Of course, you can always take it back this way and weave it this way, but still the same problem is you can only weave in that much. So it's up to you how you want to handle it. All right, let me put this away and grab my pink. Let me pull some pink out. Okay, I got some pink pulled out. Round 2 with right side facing, join B to any chain 3 space. Okay. I like to join it with just a chain. I go up inside, yarn over with both of them and pull it through and make it really tight. Okay, so that kind of locks it in place. and there's your first chain. It says chain 3. Well, I've already done my first one, so we add 2 more to it. Okay, chain 5. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, chain 5. I only did 3, 4, 5. I see any chain 3 space. Now chain 5, 2 double trebles, chain 3, then 3 double trebles. Now a double treble is when you yarn over 3 times instead of just once. Insert hook in the next space, yarn over, draw through space, yarn over, draw through 2 loops on the hook 4 times. Okay, so we wrap around 1, 2, 3. Go inside, yarn over, and pull it up. So you've got 5 stitches. Yarn over, go through 2. 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 And that's your double treble. See how much taller it is than the regular double? We do another one. 3. Yarn over, go through 2. Yarn over, go through 2. Yarn over, go through, always go through 2. And that's what gives you the height that you're looking for. Okay. 3 double, chain 3. Oh, I'm wrong one. Sorry about that. 2 double, chain 3, 3 double trebles in the same space. So chain 3. See, if you notice, the symbol has 3 dashes on it, which means a double treble. And if it had 2 dashes, it'd be just a treble. If it has 1 dash, it usually just means a standard double crochet. We'll see what it means when we get to it. All right, let's go to the next one. 3. Yarn over, go through 2. 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 Now we're going to do it 2 more times. 1, 2, 3. Insert the hook, yarn over, pull it through. Yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Just do it all the way across. There's 2 of them done. We're going to do a third one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now we've done that. Then it says same chain 3 space, which we did. Now, as it shows, after you've done your double trebles, chain 3 double trebles, you go straight to the next chain 3 space without any stitches in between. So sometimes it's hard to read it, but if you have a chart, it makes it a little easier. Now we're going to do our next double treble in the next chain 3 space. Okay, there's the first one. We'll do number 2. Do another one, so there's 3. And then we chain 3. We do another one. Okay, so we got the next one done. So at this point, we go to the next corner and we work our way around. Okay, now let's go to the next corner. Do the same thing, round 3 times. In your next chain 3 space, yarn over, go through 2, go through 2, go through 2, and you finish. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, so it works out being 4 times, because when each wrap represents 1. Okay, there's 3. Now we do chain 3. Okay, now we do the last corner, but like I said, there's no chains in between. For some reason, they just feel there's no chains needed. I guess they like you to spread it out a little bit. So it gives it a whole different look. It's more open instead of more solid and enclosed. There's that one. We're down to the wire. There's only a few left. 1, 2, 3. And we do one more. Oh, no, we don't. We've already done our 3. So now we got to chain 3. 3. We're down to our last ones. Let's get that tail out of the way. I could have wove it in, I guess, before we got started. That's what I should have done, but I didn't. Like I said, I always try to weave them in when I'm finished so I don't have to go back after the fact and weave them in. And we got one more to do. And now we're going to slip stitch into the top of the chain 3 over here. And then finish it off. I think because that hole came out so big is why it doesn't want to lay flat. If that hole was a little smaller, then it probably would have laid a little better. But this is just a sample to show you how it's done. When you do yours, you'll have to check and see if you need to make your hole smaller or not. The smaller the hole, the more compact it is and more apt to lay nice and flat for you. Or you can always let it stretch it out and make it loose and airy. Okay, let's get the other 2 tails taken care of. Then we'll do the 3rd and 4th round and it'll be done. And see, we go in. And then this one, of course, it was woven to here, but I think I want to bring it back up this way just to give it a little bit more stability, because every time you move your afghan, these threads can slowly weave themselves out. So I'm going to kind of split that one a bit and go up through this second one here, but only on the back side because I don't want it to show on the front. Okay. Now we go to the green. Let me pull some green out. It's nice to have a little bit out of your ball so you don't have to keep yanking on it. Okay. Now, round 3. With right side facing, join C to any chain 3 space, chain 3, 2 trebles in the same space. Now, a treble is similar to a double treble. It only has 2 wraps instead of 3, like the double treble has. So let's do our join. So that's considered your first chain, and it says to chain 3, 1, 2, because I've already got the 1 there. Then 2 trebles, which is yarn over twice instead of 3 times. Yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. So that's a treble. As you can see, it's not as tall as this one, but it's taller than that one. Yarn over twice. 1, 2, finish. Okay, half corner made. Okay, they only want you to do half the corner and finish up the other half the corner on the way back. That's okay, we can do that. Chain 2, skip next 3 double trebles, 1 double in the chain space. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, skip this, skip that. 1 double in the space between. So we do it just a standard double. That's what I thought it was, because see, it only has 1 dash, where this has 2 dashes, which makes it a treble, and the 3 dashes makes it a double treble. So now we chain 2. Now we're going to do our 3 trebles. Chain 3, 3 trebles. Chain 3, because they want 3 on the corner but only 2 in between. Gotta see how it works out. Like I said, This one is going to buckle in the middle because that hole is too big. So if you ever come across a pattern you're working on and for some reason it's buckling, then that's a good indication you need to make that hole just a little smaller. So instead of chaining 6 and joining, maybe chain 5 and join. You'd have to experiment a little bit. Each person crochets a little different. 1, 2. See, I did a double in between the trebles. Now we do another double treble here. No, this is not a double. This is just a regular treble. Yarn over twice, go through 2, go through 2, go through 2. That's why it's a treble. 1, 2, 3, and then chain 3. One, 2, 3, chain 2. So now we've only got a couple of sides left. So at this point we got that double, which is right here, which is in between the 2 sets of trebles, corner trebles. Okay, there's my double, chain 2. Now I do 3 trebles, chain 3, 3 trebles for this corner, and we're just about done. Then we'll go into the fourth and final round. Wrap around twice. 1, 2, 3. Round twice, go in, yarn over, pull it up. Just repeat this over and over again. After you've done a few, it's just automatic, and before you know it, you're flying through. Oh, I got a knot. There. Okay, let me finish this one. So at this point, I'm here. I got to do a chain 3 to do the other 3. Oops, I did a double again. So easy to do doubles. We're so used to doing doubles that don't think about doing trebles that often. Mostly trebles are done with lace work, like with size 10 crochet cotton to make a doily, tablecloth, or something of that nature. Very rarely are trebles used in actual afghans or granny squares or individual things like that. But as you can see, it is done in some cases in order to give it a different look. Okay, there's my chain 2. Now I'm going to my final treble corner. So I do the 3 trebles, chain 3, and then slip stitch into the top of that one, and that will close this one up. I think the reason why they had it done this way is round 4 is all single crochets around it, and they wanted to give you a good starting point. There's 1, 2, 3. Then we got a chain 3 and then slip stitch together to close. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that brings us back to this point. Now number 4, with C, chain 1, work single crochet in each stitch, 2 singles in each chain 2 space, and then 2 singles, chain 3, 2 singles in each corner. And then we just completed a round. So I would chain 1. So we got to do 3 single crochets here because we have 3 stitches. So there's 1, 2, 3. If I can get it in. There it goes. Then we do 2 in the chain 2 spaces. 1, 2, 1 in the top of the double. 2 in these chain 2 spaces. Then we do 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we do 2. And then it says to chain 3, but I found chaining 3 makes mine make a point, so I always just chain 2 at that point. But like I said, they say to do 3. It's your choice. It's your square. Then we do a single in each of these around. 1, 2, 3. Now the center of mine is going to buckle. because it hasn't been blocked. Or like I said, I think the hole is too big. I really should have done maybe a chain 5 or possibly a chain 4. Whatever works for your type of crocheting, because everybody crochets just a little different. The actual overall design comes out pretty close, but yet there's always a slight variation one way or another. Okay, there's the chain 2 singles. And like I said, I do 2 chains instead of 3. And then it makes my corner lay a little flatter, as you can see right here. If I'd put 3, it'd poke up really high, which we don't want, or I don't want. I don't like the look of it. Each to their own. So there's no wrong way, there's no right way. Let's finish going around. I'm going to do 2 in the chain 2 spot. 1 on top of the double crochet. 2 in the next chain 2. 3 on the 3 trebles. And here's our next corner where it's chain 2 singles, chain, 2 singles, and we do 1 in each of these. So there's 1, 2, 3. See, it's very repetitious. I wouldn't have to show all this, but I figured this will go fairly quickly because it's just all single crochets, and single crochets go fairly quick. And I definitely wanted to show you the trebles and the double trebles because that was very important. That's why I did every one of them, so you could see as I went around. Now we're at our last corner. I do 2 chains and 2 more singles. Okay, I'm actually back to the beginning because that was the corner. This is where I did, there's the chain 3 from the round 3. Then I did the 3 chains and then I slip stitched into that. So basically I just want to come over here. Oh, I'm going to do my nice finish. So you take the, okay, thread out, clip it, leave your little loop. Okay, go inside your loop. You want to make sure the loop is about the same size as all your other stitches. Let me enlarge the picture a little bit. There we go. Insert your needle inside your loop. But don't pull it too tight because you don't want the loop to get smaller. Go over to your first single crochet and go back through the same chain that we started with, and then go down through your work and pull it to where it's about even with the other ones, and it just blends in so nicely you can't even tell where it is. Of course, now we got to finish it. We still got the other tail to finish too. Just remember, don't pull super tight because you don't want to mess that up there, and it's really easy to mess up. Okay, so that one's done. Now let's finish up this last tail, weave it in, and then we'll see the finished product. Like I said, it definitely needs blocking. Or like I suggested, only do 4 or 5 chains to form your ring instead of 6. Okay, let's get that out of the way. Move this up a little bit. Shrink this down. There we go. And there's your finished product. And it looks just like your picture. Well, I wanted to thank you for watching. And please subscribe if you'd like to see more of them. Hit notifications so the next time I do one, you'll be able to see it as soon as it's published. And have a wonderful day.